Picture this, you just spent $50,000 to remodel and upgrade your kitchen, but then you go to prep dinner every night and you get water all over the floor, all over the countertops, and they just becomes a chaotic mess. That is exactly the problem with a lot of American kitchen design today. We simply lack some of the highly efficient, highly functional built-in features that Japanese kitchen have been using for decades. That's why today we're going to be talking about 9 Japanese kitchen features that are absolutely genius and we should be bringing into American kitchen design today. By the end of this video, you're going to have so many new ideas to help you get a more efficient kitchen, and a lot of these don't require any demo and you can install them in less than an hour. Now for this first feature, I want you to think about what you do every time that you go to prep some vegetables. You might wash them in the sink, pick them up, carry them over to your cutting board, and this can create a wet trail of drips all over your kitchen floor, which is just a mess to clean up. But in Japanese kitchens, the sink is not just a place where you run some water. It is a multi-use, multi-purpose workstation. These sinks that they have are ones that have rails in them that you can actually slide in a colander, and you would have a colander in your sink to wash all your vegetables. Then you could slide in a cutting board right next to it so you don't have to transfer your vegetables and get all these wet drips all over your floor. Then you chop your vegetables right over the sink, so a lot of those juices and stuff can just go down the drain. There's no wet countertops and no moving back and forth and having all these drips all over the place. It really changes your entire workflow for your prep. And no, you don't have to actually do a complete remodel to get one of these workstation sinks. If you have a standard size kitchen sink, which we actually don't because it has 3 basins because this is a super old sink. But if you have a more standardized one, you can actually get a new one that'll drop right into your existing sink. This is an absolute game changer if you want a lot more ease of maintenance so you don't have to wipe up your countertops and have all this mess throughout your home. But I'd love to know your thoughts. What do you think about a workstation sink? Would you love to have it in your kitchen or would you pass? Let me know down in the comments below. Now let's talk about backsplashes, because this next one, it might be the most surprising one on this list. A lot of us spend money updating our kitchens and we agonize over picking the perfect backsplash that's gonna go with our countertops. But then we start using our new beautiful kitchen and then we realize we're lacking a space for basic stuff like spices or utensils. And then suddenly your countertop is cluttered with utensil holders and spice racks and all those different things, and it adds this chaotic clutter to your kitchen. In Japan, they solve this issue by using high quality enamel panels as their backsplash instead of tile. And these panels are made by baking glass onto a metal base, so the entire panel becomes magnetic. You can then attach all kinds of wonderful, useful things to your backsplash, such as a spice rack, a little shelf, utensil hooks, magnetic knife strip that you can actually put your knives on and have them right next to your stove. And because the surface is non-porous, it's super easy to clean if it happens to get a little bit of spaghetti sauce on it. And there are all kinds of these magnetic panels, as well as accessories that you can buy even right on Amazon that I'll link to down below, that are gonna add a ton of functionality to your kitchen. And especially if you have a small kitchen, it's really gonna help you with some of those storage issues that we all face. It's really gonna help organize your cooking zone and have everything within arm's reach. Now, speaking of the cooking zone, this next one is going to solve a problem that really bothers a lot of us. A lot of us have appliances that we use almost every day and we leave them out on our counter, just like we leave our blender out that my husband uses pretty much every day because he makes fresh salsa. And yes, I'm very lucky to have a husband that loves to cook. And I know we've talked about on this channel how having a ton of appliances out can make your kitchen look really cluttered. And it can be a trap having all these different appliances. You might have a rice cooker, a hot tea kettle, an air fryer, your blender. So the Japanese have a really great solution for something that they use almost every day, and that is the rice cooker. In Japan, a lot of people have a built-in cabinet specifically made to house their rice cooker. And a lot of times this is a lower cabinet that looks like a typical lower cabinet from the outside, but when you open it up, it has a pull-out shelf that pops up and it has the rice cooker in it, and it even has an outlet in the back of the cabinet to plug the rice cooker into. It even has a moisture-resistant top to the cabinet to avoid any issues around the moisture from the steam. But basically, you would open your cabinet and pull out your rice cooker, use it to make your rice, get the rice out, and then put it back when you're done using it. And we have seen some of these here in the US where people have a pullout that is for their mixer, but I don't really see it a lot for some of these other types of appliances that you're probably gonna use more often than a mixer. So you can modify some of your existing cabinetry and get these aftermarket pull-out shelves that are very heavy duty and could withstand that appliance on it. Then you would have to figure out how to get an outlet in the back, or when you do your remodel, you could make sure you tell your kitchen designer that you want to have one of these appliance cabinets that's going to have these pull-outs for some of the appliances that you use every day, like my blender here. Now I want to talk about something that's a little bit awkward, and I'm talking about awkward spaces that you might have next to your appliances in your kitchen. A lot of kitchens have these where they have a very awkward amount of room in between, say, their fridge and their cabinetry, or maybe it is your stove and your cabinet, and you're just not sure what to do with that space. But in Japan, if there is a dead space, they are using it. Space is at a premium in Japan. A lot of homes are much smaller than in the US because it is an island after all. And they will take that gap, if there is one, say there's one next to your refrigerator because you need some space for your refrigerator doors to open, or maybe there's some next to your stove, they are gonna use that gap. And they use these ultra slim storage carts that might only be 5 or 6 inches wide that they will roll in to that space and roll it out to carry items that they need to use, especially cooking items like spices or oils, and they're gonna use every inch of that space. And these slim rolling storage carts are gonna be great for, again, having those spices, or maybe it's holding cleaning supplies, or a variety of items that you're just not sure where to put. That's gonna be a great candidate for these utility carts. And you can buy a ton of these very slim storage carts, even on Amazon or even Wayfair, and that's gonna help you use every single inch of storage space in your kitchen. This next Japanese kitchen feature solves a huge issue that a lot of us have, and that is around the storage underneath our kitchen sink. Most of the time, kitchens are designed with just a standard cabinet doors, and there's no drawers underneath your kitchen sink, and they kind of become a black hole because a lot of things are kind of hard to see in the back. And I'm not even gonna open mine because it is an absolute jumbled mess. Hit the like button if that's something that you can relate to. But in Japan, these under sink areas become highly organized. And that's again because space is at a premium there, and they don't want to waste any space by having this gigantic dark cavern to just toss stuff into. So they often use a sliding tower system or sliding drawers underneath their sink to keep everything organized. And these are going to be narrow, multi-tier storage systems that really are going to go around all your plumbing types. So a lot of them are very narrow to make sure that they fit around all the different things in the plumbing underneath your sink. And these racks are really great because you open the door and you can slide them out, and then you can see all your sponges, your brushes, and your cleaning supplies. And there's a lot of them on Amazon that you can get too without any demo at all. And they're multi-tier and they fit around all that plumbing. I'll link to a few of my favorites below. And besides these under sink pull-out organization systems, you might be wondering, how could I get my hands on some of the different kitchen sources or kitchen vendors and appliances that designers like to use in their projects, but I don't want to hire a designer? I've got this great resource for you. It's called Kitchen Designer Secret Sources, and it has a lot of kitchen vendors and sources that designers don't want you to know about, but I'm gonna share those with you and how to get access to them without a designer. So I'm gonna link to that right here. There's a QR code you can scan with your phone if you're watching on TV, and I'll also link to it in the description in the pinned comment. Now back to the video. Now I wanna talk about something that can be an eyesore in a lot of kitchens, and especially if you remodel and you don't think about where exactly to put this thing. And I'm talking about where to put your kitchen trash can. So a lot of us have a kitchen trash can that's not hidden inside any cabinetry like I do. We also might have a recycling bin that we have in another area of the kitchen. And you might even have a compost bin somewhere else, maybe sitting on your countertop. And I will admit, a lot of newer American kitchens, they definitely have a lot of good options for those pull-out trash cans. That's definitely nothing new. But in Japan, waste sorting is actually taken extremely seriously, and it's actually built into most kitchens, into the cabinetry. Japanese laws are very strict about recycling and trash and what you should and shouldn't recycle. So a lot of kitchens have these sorting systems for waste built right in. We're talking about multiple bin sorting drawers. Instead of one giant trash can, which a lot of us do build into our kitchens, they're gonna have several different bins that are actually having covers to them so they don't stink. And they're each designed for very specific purposes. They have one bin for burnables, one bin for plastics to be recycled, one bin for cans, and one for glass. And it keeps everything separate and odor-free because they have that cover on there. And you can replicate this in your own home. There are some aftermarket pullouts that you can install into your cabinetry that have these different bins. There's some at IKEA, there's some at Amazon. I'm gonna link to those down below. And you also can get, if you wanna put it outside of your cabinetry, you can get special sorting bins as well. Here in America, we definitely love our garbage disposals, and I'd say they have become extremely commonplace. But if you use it every day, or even if you only use it every so often, the problem becomes the flaps get very grimy and they're kind of hard to clean. And then there can get food that stucks down there if you don't run it every day or clean it very often. And so it can kind of become very smelly and gross. And that is definitely one of the problems with these American garbage disposals. But in Japanese kitchens, they handle waste disposal much more quietly and much cleaner and much better smelling. A lot of Japanese sinks feature a massive integrated drainage basket that has this odor-containing trap built into it. The drainage basket catches a lot of those food scraps, but then that odor trap prevents any of those nasty smells from coming back into your kitchen. So it becomes very easy to wipe out that basket and keep everything very hygienic and good smelling. The other benefit, it's gonna keep your pipes much cleaner. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but I became a little bit nervous about using my garbage disposal too much because if you put too much food down there, it actually can clog your pipes. And especially if you use certain type of foods like bacon grease, that can definitely clog your pipes. So this sounds like a better solution because you physically aren't going to be shoving food down your pipes. It's a little basket that you clean out occasionally, and that way you're not gonna mess up your pipes. So you can use these drainage kind of catch baskets if you would like to, and you can buy some aftermarket ones, or maybe you modify your current sink and you can get rid of that garbage disposal and use this method instead. Let me know again in the comments down below what you think about this idea. So in a lot of American kitchens today, people spend a lot of time designing things around the range hood. A lot of people use aftermarket ones like I have here, or they get these beautiful custom wood range hoods that really become a focal point of the kitchen. And that's not necessarily a problem. I think we all know we need ventilation in our kitchens because we do cooking, but here is the problem that a lot of times these range hoods, they can collect a lot of grease and dust and get dirty and grimy over time, and they can be difficult to clean, especially if you have those very ornate, very large, very tall wooden ones. That definitely becomes a problem, the cleaning and the maintenance. Especially if you want a more minimalist look to your kitchen, it's going to be a problem, right? So in Japan, they actually integrate their range hoods right into their cabinetry. They are not a focal piece, and they really are designed to be very integrated. Maybe they're gonna slide out and then you can slide them back in when you're not using it. It's much more efficient, and they just become a very utilitarian part of your kitchen instead of becoming a focal point. So if you are thinking about redoing your kitchen, you can ask your designer about getting an integrated fan or a vent hood that's integrated into your cabinetry. Now this next one is less about being a specific built-in feature, but it's more about a mindset. Here in the US, a lot of us treat food storage very seriously, and we like to have a very large kitchen pantry. A lot of kitchen pantries are actually separate rooms or almost like a little closet that are built into the home, or they're definitely built into the cabinetry. And let's face it, life changes. Sometimes you have all your kids at home and you have a ton of food, and so you need a ton of pantry storage. But then your kids grow up, they move out of the house, and you don't need as much food anymore because it's just you, or it's just you and your spouse, and you really don't need as much storage space. So then you have a whole room dedicated to a pantry or several cabinets, and you don't really need all that space anymore. So in Japan, where a lot of space is very limited, they actually don't have as much built-in storage. And a lot of storage is treated like pieces of furniture that you can change out when your needs change. In Japan, they can use these beautiful freestanding pantry cabinets that can be added to any wall. And these freestanding pantries, or maybe it's a freestanding china cabinet, can really be changed as your needs changed and as your family grows or as people move out of the house. That way you can adapt the room to fit your needs without doing expensive renovation or demo. You can definitely embrace this today. If you're like me and you maybe don't have enough pantry storage for your food because you do have a family, you can get some gorgeous freestanding pantries from places like IKEA and Wayfair. And that way you can definitely get a cabinet that fits all your needs. Now that you know some of the best kitchen features from Japan, don't you want to know things like what are the best upgrades I should get for my kitchen? What kind of countertops should I pick? What are the best cabinets that I should pick? Then you've got to check out my Dream Kitchen Playbook series. It's going to have everything you need to know before you start your kitchen remodel. So watch that next, and I'll see you in the next video.